About the block diagram reduction technique. Okay, on the last day we have discussed about the block diagram reduction technique and different reduction techniques, and three or four problems we did, and uh, and now we'll move towards signal flow graph. Now signal flow graph is the advanced criteria of block diagram reduction technique, by which you can easily find out the transfer function. Now while we are considering the block diagram reduction technique, am I audible, students?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, so when we have considered about the please give one reminder to your friends to join. When we have considered about the transfer function, you can write it in terms of block diagram. Okay, so block diagram technique, ultimately you will get the transfer function. And while we are considering about the signal flow graph, in signal flow graph we are considering as transmittance. So you know that transfer function, okay, this is equivalent to uh, transmittance. Okay, equivalent to transmittance. The thing is that in case of block diagram we are considering as transfer function, and in case of signal flow graph we are considering as transmittance. Okay, now signal flow graph is a graphical representation, okay, of algebraic equations. Signal flow graph is a graphical representation of algebraic equations, and in this chapter let us discuss the basic concepts of related to signal flow graph, and also learn how to draw the signal flow graphs. Now while you considering the signal flow graph, you have to consider the input node, you have to consider the output node, you have to consider the mix node. Okay, now what are the input nodes are there? That it is a node which has only outgoing branches. That means input node is also considered as the input value, okay, which will have the outgoing branches. What are the output nodes? The output nodes are the nodes which are only having incoming branches. And the mixed node is the both incoming and outgoing branches are from a single particular node. Okay, that is called mixed node. Okay, so input node, output node, and mixed node. Now let me take an example. Okay, let me take an example. Now see, this is the example of, student, just a minute. This is the input node, right? Y1 is denoted as the input node, and what is the output node? The output node is considered as Y4. Now uh, when we did the block diagram reduction technique, we have taken the input value as R. Okay, that means the input value is considered as R, so that R is nothing but Y1. Okay, and the output value we have considered as C, so that value is considered as nothing but Y4. So you see, and you see, between the each and every branches there is a node. So Y1, Y2, Y3, and Y4, these are the nodes. Y1, Y2, Y3, and Y4, these are the nodes. And between Y2 and Y1 there is a branch, that is A. That means this is nothing but A is nothing but the block value. Okay, and this B is nothing but the block value between Y3 and Y2, and C is the block value between Y4 and Y3, and this is D is the feedback value. And when the feedback is negative, we know that feedback may be positive, may be negative. So when the feedback is negative, that negative value will be considered as this negative value, so it is minus D. So you can consider that the feedback is negative. So now what is branch? Branch is a line segment which joins two nodes. Okay, so between yn and y2 there is a branch, and this is the direction of flow of transfer function. So y1 to y2, y2 to y3, y3 to y4, and here it is y3 to y2. So branch is a line segment which joins two nodes and it has both gain and direction. For example, there are four branches in the above signal flow graph, and these branches have gains of a, b, c, and minus j. Something like, I just want to say, I just to show you how we can draw this thing. Okay, now you see. Uh, this was basically like this. You may face problem for drawing this for that's why I'm drawing the diagram. Now you see, this a is basically present here. This a is basically present here. Okay, this is the transformation that means, like we have did in the previously, that g1, g2, g3, g4. So g1 is nothing but a. Okay, and g2 is nothing but b here. Okay, and g3 is nothing but c here. Okay, and this feedback value is nothing but d here. Okay, and you see uh, the sign which will be present here, the sign which will be present here, this is positive, and the feedback value is negative. Clear? The feedback value is negative, and this is the summing point. Okay, this is nothing but the summing point. Now you will see this particular, so in this case, so this particular thing, we have considered a node y1. We have we have considered node y1. Just a minute, students. Here we are considering a node y1. Okay, so this node can be considered as y1. Now another one, that is this summing point between the two block, can be considered as another node. That means this particular summing point can be considered as another node, and this one we have considered here as y2. Okay, again between the two block there is a join, so here we can consider another node, that is y3. Okay, and the last value, that is the output one, the output one, this particular thing can be considered as another node, that is y4. Clear? So that's this y1 we have represented here, then y2 is represented here, then y3 is represented here, then y4 is represented here. And see, from y1 to y2 there is a transformation, that is a, which is from left to right direction. So we'll put a simple branch. This one you have also did in circuit theory network. Okay, in circuit theory network you did the graph theory. Okay, so the similar kind of concept is there, and a is nothing but the branch value from y1 to y2. Okay, and similarly see from y2 to y3, what is the direction from left to right? So I am giving the direction as left to right, so it is transfer function b is there. Okay, and from y3 to y4 there is a there is a function that is called c is there, so we are putting the value c and having the direction from left to right. Okay, and you see the d, that is the this particular function d is from y3 to y2, y3 to y2, so from right to left. So right to left we are doing the this particular branch, we are drawing the branch. And why it is negative? Because you see the feedback is negative, so feedback is negative, so we have to represent the feedback here, so it is minus d. Okay, so this is minus d. Now is it clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 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 okay. Now construction of the signal flow graph. So the same diagram we have drawn it again here. Okay, so why what should we can write, that is y2 equals to a y1, because as per the particular diagram. Okay, what we can write, what we can, sorry, what we can write, we can write that, simplify, if I write this thing y2. Okay, y2 equals to a into y1. Okay, first you should write, you should start from the right side. So suppose y4, y4 is the node value, that is also called the node value. So this node value is nothing but the, see, we have the transfer function c into this node y3. Okay, please come after some time, I'm taking the class now. You just submit here. Okay, everything completed na? Okay, okay, since I completed na, you please stay because I'm taking the class now. Okay, yeah, yeah, you can do the signature. So y4 equals to c into y3, so c into y3. Okay, and you see, then what is y3? Y3, so y3 is the value which is coming out from all those input values. We should not talk about the output values. Okay, y3 is a value which is coming from the input values. Okay, so y3 equals to b into y2. Okay, so y3 will be equals to b into y2. Now you see, now what is y2? y2 will be equals to, y2 will be equals to, see, this is the, y2 is nothing but the node value. Okay, y2 is nothing but the node value, and this is the sum of all incoming values. This is the sum of all incoming values, so it will nothing but a y1, a y1. Okay, a y1. Okay, then another branch value is there, that is minus d, so it will be minus d into y3, so it will be minus, you can say plus, then you give in bracket minus dy3. Okay, so by this way you can put the value. Okay, acha, next, coming on to next. Now this is very important. Okay, that is called Mason's gain formula. Mason's gain formula, because you see there are so many circuits will be there, so many circuits will be connected each other. Now in that case, if I ask you that you find the uh, overall transmittance. Okay, so in that case what will happen? In that case you will not able to find the overall transmittance in a very short value of time. So in that case you need the help of Mason's gain formula. Okay, this is very much important. Let us now discuss the Mason's gain formula. Suppose there are k forward paths, k number of forward paths in a signal flow graph. The gain between the input and the output node of a signal flow graph is nothing but the transfer function of the system. So it can be calculated by using Mason's gain formula. Okay, it can be calculated using the Mason's gain formula. And what is the Mason's gain formula? It is given by Ts will be equals to Cs by Rs. So Cs is nothing but Cs by Rs equals to k equals to 1 to k summation of pk del k by del. Okay, summation of pk del k by del. So pk del k is nothing but p1 del 1 plus p2 del 2 plus p3 del 3 plus dot dot dot, and del is the del. It is called the graph determinant. Okay, now what is Cs? Cs is the output node, Rs is the input node, Ts is the overall transfer function, or you can also say overall transmittance, because we are finding this thing from signal flow graph. Okay, so this is also called the overall transmittance. Okay, so transfer function or gain between the Rs and Cs, and Pk is the kth forward path transmittance gain, because we have expressed this thing as P1 del 1 plus P2 del 2 plus P3 del 3. So you know that P1 represents for del 1, P2 represents for del 2, and P3 represents for del 3. So this is actually depends on the forward path 1, then forward path 2, then forward path 3, and also so on. Okay, and del is the graph determinant. There is a formula. The graph determinant del equals to 1 minus sum of all individual loop transmittance. Okay, 1 minus sum of all individual loop transmittance plus sum of the gain products of all possible combination of two non-touching loop transmittance. 1 minus sum of all individual loop transmittance plus sum of the gain products of all possible combination of two non-touching loops. Then comes minus sum of the gain product of all possible combination of three non-touching loops. Okay, plus dot dot dot. So what does it mean? Plus sum of the gain product of all possible combination of four non-touching loop gains, then again minus five non-touching loop, then six, then seven, like this. And path factor. So del k is known as path factor, and del k is equals to 1 minus sum of all individual loops that non-touches with kth forward path. Okay, del k is equals to 1 minus sum of individual loop transmittance that non-touches with kth forward path. Okay, plus sum of the gain products of all possible combination of two non-touching loops that non-touches with the kth forward path, minus sum of the gain product of all possible combination that of three non-touching loops that non-touches with kth forward path. So when we will do the problem, you will understand this thing better. Okay, so let me do the problem. Now signal flow graph, problem number 1. Represent the block diagram given in the figure by signal flow graph and determine the overall transmittance related to C and R. C and okay. Now you see, uh, this is the graph Okay, this is the graph where this R is the input, then we are having a summing point, then a takeoff point value, then another summing point is there, then a takeoff point is there, and then C. Now you see here, from the summing point, whatever the value is coming out, from the summing point, whatever the value is coming out, that is given directly in this particular blocks. Clear what I'm trying to say? Suppose the value which is coming out from this summing point, suppose this is A, that means this is value is also coming here A, and this is also A. So in this case, this particular summing point and this particular takeoff point you can consider as single node. Clear? But if this takeoff point is in this side and summing point in its right side, it is not equal. Okay, so node value means whatever the value which is coming out from that particular node, that is called the node value. Okay, so if A is a node value, that means A is a value which is coming out from this particular summing point, and this A is also acting as the input to the G2 and A. That means this value, this takeoff point value is also same. When this two value is same, these two particular summing point and takeoff point you can consider as single node. Okay, and similarly this part see suppose the value which is coming here, suppose we are considering this value is B. B is coming out from this particular summing point. Okay, and you see this V value is also appearing here, and this V value is also having a as a takeoff point value. In that case, if two values are equal, in that case these two particular summing point and this particular point you can consider as single node. So you can consider as say B. Okay, so what are the how many nodes are possible here? How many nodes are possible here? Say one is Y1, another node is here, that is Y2. It is common for summing point and takeoff point. Another node is present here, that is Y3. Okay, and this is the common for this summing point and this takeoff point. Okay, so uh, and another output value, say Y4. Okay, so Y1 is represented for R1, Y2 is represented for this summing point as well as this node, the common node. Y3 is acting as this particular summing point and whatever this particular takeoff point having the same value, and a Y4 is acting as output node. Okay, so four nodes you can see. And how can we signify this thing? So this is Y1, this is Y2, this is Y3, and this is say Y4. Okay, now how will you draw from Y1 to Y2? What is the value is mentioned? Is there any value mentioned? That means this value is 1. Okay, so you write the direction like this and you write here 1. Clear? Then Y2 to G1, sorry, Y2 to Y3, Y2 to Y3. How many how many possible forward paths are there? There are two forward paths. So forward paths are the path which has traversed from one particular point to another point through the same direction without repeating no intermediate node. Okay. So see, from y2 to y3, y2 to y3, there is a particular value that is called g1, g1. Okay, one particular forward path transfer function. Another one from y2 to y3, there are another path is also there. Okay, y2 to y3, another path is also there. Okay, so what does it what is that? That is g2. Here g2. Now this forward path is done, and from y3 to y4, what is the value? That is, because y4 by y3 is 1, so it is 1. Okay, and now from y3 to y2, there is a feedback. Say this is h1. The feedback is h1. Okay, feedback is h1. Now we'll put this value from y3 to y2. This value is h1. Okay, h1. But what is the sign? The sign is negative, so it will be minus h1. Okay, now is it clear to students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So this is the representation of signal flow graph. So let me see the signal flow graph. Now you see. Now you see the signal flow graph. Now is it correct to you? Now you see, from here to here, here to here, here to here. So I just named the points. This is y1, y1. Then this is y2. Then this is y3, and this one y4. Okay. So y1, y2, y3, y4. Okay. So represent adjacent summing point takeoff points before and after the block G1 respectively by nodes 1 and 2. Okay. Acha. Now how many forward paths are there? There are two forward paths. Okay. So there are two forward paths. Say one is P1. So forward path that is P1. P1 means Y1, Y2. I'm just writing here. The forward path 1. Forward path 1. Okay. What is the forward path 1? That is traverse y1, then y2, then y3, then y4. y1, y2, y3, y4. Okay. And what is the gain value from y1 to y4? So 1 into 1 into g1 into 1. So in this case you have to find the values. So it will be g1. G1. Okay. So it will be G1. So G1 is written here. Okay. And similarly, forward path 2, it will be Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4. Okay. So y1 to y2, then like this direction, upper direction, and then y3, then a y4. Okay, so it is also 1 into g2 into 1, so equals to g2. Okay, so this is the case y2 to y3. Okay, upper direction, this direction, this is the direction. Okay, y3, y1, y2, y3, y4, and another forward path we have, this direction. Clear? So here it is, this line belongs to p1, this line belongs to p1. Okay, and this line belongs to p2. Okay, now how many loops are there? How many loops are there? You can consider the loop. That loop will start from one point and it will terminate in that particular same point without repeating without repeating the intermediate nodes. Node will the loop is that the loop starts from one point and terminates in the same point, but it not repeats the intermediate nodes. Okay, it not repeats the intermediate nodes. Okay, so for your understanding, I just show you. See, one loop starts from y2. Okay, clear? It travels to y3. Clear? Then see the direction. So this is the direction. Okay, it is a loop. This is a loop. Okay, this particular thing we are having the loop, but when there is a two forward path, that should not be loop. I'm repeating again. Loop is a thing where it starts from one node and it terminates in the same node, but without repeats, no intermediate node. Clear? So uh, so if we consider the loop, say L1, if you consider loop L1, okay, L1 equals to y2, y2, y3, y2. Okay, and what is the gain, loop gain? Because it is important. Loop gain will be g1 into minus h1. Okay, g1 into minus h1, it will be minus gh1. Okay, and another loop is there. What is the loop? Another loop is there. Let us see the loop. Say that loop is starting from here, from y2, it will take this direction to y3. Clear? Y3, then this direction. Clear? So is there any intermediate root repeats more than repeats? No, there is no repeating of the intermediate nodes. There are no intermediate nodes are present also here. Okay. So but y2 y3 y2 is not a loop. This particular thing is not a loop. G1 and G2 is not a loop. Okay. Now you see here. So in the next case, that is L2 is equals to y2 y3 y2. Okay, and this value is given by G2 into minus H1 equals to minus G2 H1. Okay, so this is the two loop values, two loop gain values. Okay, these are two loop gain values. Understand? Next, as both the loops L1 and L2 are touching, as both the loops L1 and L2 are touching, both forward paths of the two uh, path factors are del 1 equals to 1, del 2 equals to 1. Why del 1 equals to 1? Why del 1 equals to 1? Because this del 1 we know equals to 1 minus sum of all loops. Now del 1, this belongs to forward path P1. This belongs to forward path P1. Del 1 belongs to forward path P1. And what is the forward path we have considered? The forward path 1, when we have discussed just in the previous slide, it is from R to C. Okay, it will traverse through this line, and this line. Okay, now you see our formula. What is our formula? Our formula is 1 minus sum of all individual loops, that means sum of all individual loop gains, that non-touches with the forward path 1. Now you see, in this case, you see uh, this particular loop, there are two loops are there. One is L2 and another is L2. So L1 and L1 having common node y1, y2 and y3 with the forward path 1. Again, the next loop L2 will also having the particular node, that is y2 and y3 with the loop 2. Okay, so there is no non-touching loops are there. So in that case, it will be 1 minus 0 plus, what is the next line? Sum of the product of two non-touching loops that non-touches with the forward path 1. So how many loops are there? There are two loops. They are already touches at this particular 2 point. Okay, and you see y2 and y3 are the common node, so it is not possible. So it is plus 0. Any other loops are not possible, so minus 0 plus whatever is going on equals to 1. Okay, and next one, that is y for del 2. Del 2 belongs to, sorry, del 2 belongs to P2. Okay, del 2 belongs to P2, that is forward path 2. Okay, and what is the formula for del 2? We have equals to 1 minus del 2 belongs to P2 means what is P2? P2 is the this particular line. Okay, that is which is follows through the G2. Okay, so 1 minus, okay, 1 minus sum of all individual loops that non-touches with the forward path 2. But now you see here y2 and y3, this is the common terminal with the loop, this loop as well as the forward path. Again, this particular loop is also touches, so this part will be 0 plus sum of all product of two non-touching loops that non-touches with the forward path P2. All the nodes are touching, so plus 0 equals to 1. Okay, now we'll go through graph determinant. Graph determinant. So graph determinant, how will you write down a graph determinant? Now you see, this is the formula. This is called the graph determinant, and is equals to 1 minus 1 minus sum of all individual loop gains. So how many loops are there? There are two loops are there. One is L1, another is L2. So what is the gain of loop L1? That is minus GH1. Okay, plus another loop is there minus GH2 plus sum of the all possible combination of two non-touching loops, sum of the product of all possible combination of two non-touching loops. Okay, two non-touching loops. But you see in the particular diagram, the L1 and L2, both the loop having the common terminal y2 and y3. So this 1 and 2, this is the common terminal, so no other combination is possible, so it is 0. And then minus 3 non-touching loop is not available, equals to 1 plus GH1 1 plus GH2. So 1 plus GH1 plus GH2. Okay, so the result is 1 plus G1H1 plus G2H2. So okay, we have answered G1. Okay, G1 was there, and this is G2. So G1 and this is G2. Okay, that's why this is G1, and so 1 plus G1H1 plus G2H2. Okay, so applying Mason's gain formula, applying the Mason's gain formula of the overall transmittance of CR, we know that C by R will be equal to summation of K equals to 1 to K. Summation of K equals to 1 to K, Pk del K by del. This is the formula. Okay, summation of 1 k equals to 1 to k pk del k by del, and you know that number of forward paths is 2, so it will be up to p2. So p1 del 1 plus p2 del 2 by del. So p1 del 1 is nothing but g1 into 1, and p2 del 2 will become nothing but g2 into 1 by del. Del means 1 plus g1 h1 plus g2 h1. Okay, so it will be g1 plus g2 by 1 plus g1 h1 plus g2 h1. So this is the overall transmittance. Okay, this is the overall transmittance. Clear? Is it clear to students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay. You take a 1 minute break or 2 minute break. I'll just come back. Okay. Uh, so next, students, is there any doubt regarding this problem?
No, sir.
No,
Okay, okay.
sir.
So coming up to next. Now next, sorry. Now this is the problem. Draw the signal flow graph for the system whose block diagram is shown in the figure. Okay. So now here you see last time what we have seen in the problem. Last time what we have seen in the last problem, that here this particular summing point and this node, this particular takeoff point can be treated as same node, as well as this summing point and this particular takeoff point is treated as same node. Okay. So now what we are seeing basically, in this next case, you see, draw a signal flow graph for the system whose block diagram is shown in the figure. Okay. Now in this case, what we are seeing, this is the summing point and this is a takeoff point. Now obviously this point you can consider as a single node. Okay. Say uh, I I'm in a class. আচ্ছা আমি একটু 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 পরে ফোন করছি, ক্লাস চলতেছে, একটু পরে ফোন করছি। Now as you see, this is y1. You can say this is a y1 node. What is the value? That is r. Now this summing point and this node, suppose this, if this value is say a, if this value is a, then automatically a is the value which is coming out from this summing point, so this value is automatically a. Okay, so the value which is coming to this particular g2 is also a. So you can consider this node as a same node, this summing point and this node as the same node, that is a y2. Okay, now you see whatever the value which is coming out after g1, suppose this value is b, suppose I am considering this value is b. Okay, and this value is a into g2, a into g2, so it is a into g2 is coming out. So is it b? No, that is say suppose a value which is d, I am considering this is d, that means d equals to b plus ag2. Okay, d equals to b plus ag2. Now you see this particular positions you cannot consider as single node. Now in this case you have to consider this one as y3, this node as y3, this node as y4, Okay, and this one output node as y5. Clear? So there are 5 nodes are there. So now if I want to draw this thing, okay, now we'll draw the nodes. One node, then this is the node, then y3, then y4, then y5. So we'll write down the names. This node is y1. Okay, this node is y2. Okay, this node is y3. This node is y4, and this node is y5. Clear? Now y1 to y2. So y1 is nothing but r. So y1 to y2, y1 to y2, what is the value? Because you say y2 by y1 is nothing but 1. Okay, so this value will be 1. Okay, then y2 to y3, y2, this is the same common node y2, because y2 is applicable for this one as well as this particular takeoff point. Now y2 to y3, there is a value g1 which is from left to right. Okay, so here this is g1, g1. Okay, then y3 to y4, y3 to y4. Okay, y3 to y4, there is the input value y3 to y4. We have, this will be 1. Please come after 12:30 or 12:40. Please come around 12:40. Okay, then y3 to y4, this will be 1, so you give it as 1. Okay, now y2 to y4, y2 to y4, what is the forward function? G2. y2 to y4, there is a forward function, that is G4. Okay, that is G4. Okay, then y4 to y5, y4 to y5, what is the value? This is 1, so you write this one as the same direction, you put the value, it is 1. And then y3 to y2, there is a feedback of h1. What is the feedback? The feedback is negative, it is there negative. So y3 to y2, y3 to y2. There is a feedback minus h1. Okay, minus h1. Okay, now you tell me how many forward paths are there. Students, tell me how many forward paths here. Forward paths are the forward paths which is traversed from input node to output node. Tell me how many forward paths are here. Forward path are traversed from input node to output node, but intermediate nodes will not repeat again. Now if I write here, if I write P1 equals to y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, and what is the gain value? What is the gain value? The gain value is, what is the gain? What is the forward path gain? Equals to, the forward path gain is 1 into g1 into 1 into 1, so it is g1 only. Okay, it is g1. Okay, and the next forward path p2 will be equals to y1, y2. Then you see, from y1 to y2, y2 to y4. Okay, y2 to y4. This is the, okay, then y5. So it is g2 into 1. So it will be nothing but y2, then a y4, then a y5, and the forward path equals to g2. Sorry, g2. Okay, here it is. Please correct it, students. It is g2. Okay, g2. Okay, and what are the loops are there? What are the loops are there? Now you see, there is one loop is there, that is y2, y3, y2. Okay, y2, y3, y2. I'm just showing it with a diagram. There is one loop here is present here. There is a loop. L1 equals to, what is the loop gain? You tell me. G1 into minus H1. So it will be minus GH1. Okay. Is another loop presence here? Y2, Y4, Y2, Y4. No other loops is present here. Okay. There only one loop is present, that is minus G into H1, because another loop is not present. Why? Because it is y2, then y3, y4. No, it should be, direction should be same, the loop direction. So y2, y3, y4, then it is not possible. Okay, So only one loop is possible. Okay, let's see. Now you see only one loop is possible, g1 into h1. Okay, so this is g1 into h1, not written g1 h1, so g, it is g1. Okay, just write it as g1. Okay, g1 into h1. So one loop is g1 into h1 is possible, minus g1 into h1, and the loopians are g1 and g2. Okay, so you see, so p1 equals g1 and p2 equals g2, and because p1 traverse in this direction and p2 traverse in this direction, this is p2. Okay, this is p2 and this is p1. Okay, and there is only one loop is present, only one loop is present here. This is a loop, only one loop is present. Okay, this is the loop L1. So L1 equals to minus G1 into H1. So as the loop L1 touches both the forward paths, you see this L1 touches at this particular node is touches. So with the both the forward path is touches, that means del 1 del 2 will be 1, and the graph driven will be del equals to 1 minus sum of all individual loops. Okay, so only one loop is there, so it is 1 minus of minus g1 h1. Okay, and plus sum of the possible of two non-touching loops, so two loops are not possible, so remaining part is not required, so it will be 1 plus g1 into h. So overall transmittance c by r will be equals to p1 del 1 plus p2 del 2 by del. Okay, so it will be g1 into 1 plus g2 into 1 by 1 plus g1 into h1. Okay, so it will be g1 plus g2 by 1 plus g1 h1. Students, have you understood this problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so coming up to next. Now next example. Okay, but the next example is that from the block diagram shown in the figure, draw the corresponding signal flow graph and evaluate closed loop transfer function related to the output and input. Okay, related to the output and input. Now the similar case, that is from P to this and then this. So these 2 points can be treated as, now you see one thing, the output of this one and the output of this one is not same, so these two will be taken as two different nodes. Okay, two different nodes. Now you see, you can consider two different nodes, and in the previous some diagram I have shown you, just want to show you. No, it is not, I think it is not available here. No, it is not available. I have shown you in the previous classes that you can split it, in two terminals. Okay, you can split it in two terminals because what is basically thing, what is the output here? Suppose this value is a, suppose this value is a. Okay, this value is b. Okay, this value is c. Okay, so what is this value here? B minus c. So b is incoming and c is also incoming, so b minus c will be here, and here what is the value is coming? This b minus c, so a plus b minus c. A minus B, A plus B minus C. Clear? Now instead of this, if I directly put this thing here, directly adding, and from here if you directly adding this value here, instead of this, instead of doing this, instead of doing this, and instead of doing this, okay, instead of doing this, instead of doing this, then what is happening? This value is also A plus B minus C. In this case, you can treat these two, you can treat these 2 points as the same node. So in that case, what is happening? If this is y1, y1, this is y1, and this is y2, and this is y3, and this is y4. Okay, so from y1 to you can consider as this is A, you can directly consider, no problem, A, and another value like this, this is G2, and this is G1, this value is G1, okay, and this is y2, okay, this term is y2, and y2 to y3, this one is G3, and another path that is called feedback. A feedback path is there from y3 to y2, y3 to y2. That feedback path will be minus h1, and this output node you can also treat as y4, okay, output node you can also treat as y4, no problem with that, okay. So this is the function. Now you can easily find, because you know that this only one loop is possible, and two forward path is there, no other forward path and no other loops are possible here. So next we see, now you see this is the diagram that we have drawn. So two forward path, one is G1 G3, so G1 into G3, so it is P1 is G1 G3, which is traversing in this direction, okay. Another forward path is G2 into G3, so this means from here it is coming, then here it is going on, then through this. So this is P2, okay, this is P2, this is P2, and this is P1, okay, and only one loop is possible, that is L1 equals to minus G3 into H1. So only one loop is possible there, that loop is this, Okay, this loop is possible, one loop is possible here. Okay, so that is L1 equals to minus G3 into H1. Okay, the closed loop touches both the forward paths. That means you see this is a loop which is touches both the forward path. This is touching, this is also touching. So in that case, del 1 1, del 2 1, and you know the graph driven del equals to 1 minus sum of all individual loops. So it is minus of L1. So L value is minus G3 into H1. So it will be 1 plus G3 into H1. No other loops are there, so there is no need to consider. So and then you apply the Mason's gain formula, and it is P1 del 1 plus P2 del 2 by del, and it's coming as G1 G3 plus G2 G3 by 1 plus G3 H1. Next, this is a very critical, very critical. Please come up, student. Just a minute, okay? Just a minute. Now you see, in this case, this is R, this is C, and you know you can put this one as a one node. Okay, I just show you. I just show you by writing the node values. Y1. Okay. Next, this particular point Y2. Okay, this particular summing point and this particular uh, takeoff point can be treated as single node, because you know I have told you in the first problem that the value which is coming out, from the summing point will be same in this takeoff point value, and here also this summing point value output is same as in this particular takeoff point value. So this node you can consider as Y3. Okay, or you can consider as x1 x2 x3, whatever, no problem. This node you consider as Y4. The output no, then this is there we are having another node here. This summing point and this particular takeoff point can be considered as Y5, and this point and this point as Y6. Then this output can be considered as Y7. Okay. Now can you tell me how many total forward paths are possible here? Now you what you do? You first you draw the signal flow graph as this particular diagram. So Y1 to Y2 there will be a branch A. Y2 to Y3 B will be there. Then Y2 to Y6 there is a branch J will be there. Okay. So how many forward I'm just possibility I'm just telling about you. One forward path Y1, Y2, then Y3, Y4, Y7. This is P1. Okay. Acha, next forward path Y1, Y2, then through this line, okay, through J, through here, through here, here. This is P. Okay. Because the forward paths you have to identify. The first time this problem is given to you and total number is 15. And if you want to solve by block diagram, it will become very difficult. P2. Next, আচ্ছা,